Hello everyone, my name is Susna Najihah binti Muhammad Zaini and I am a semester 2 student from Educational Psychology class. Cognitive development is a field of study of neuroscience and psychology focusing on child development in terms of information processing, conceptual resources, perceptual skill, language learning, and other aspects of developed brain in cognitive psychology. Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky were a major forces that establishing this field, forming theories of cognitive development. Their theories opened a new window for learning theories in the field of educational psychology. Come, let's take a look on Piaget's theory. Jean Piaget had remained interested in exploring child cognitive function from different angles and provide educational psychology with a new schemas and learning concept. Piaget's view that a specific cognitive structures need to develop before certain types of learning can take place. Before we go into Piaget's stages of development, let's take a look on his main concept. Piaget postulates 4 different stages of cognitive development through which people progress between birth and young adulthood. People adjust their schemas for dealing with the world through assimilation, accommodation, and restoring equilibrium between stimuli and Piaget's developmental stages included the sensory motor stage, where the formation of the concept of object permanence, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and the last one is formal operational stage, where young people develop ability to deal with hypothetical situations and monitor to their own thinking. Piaget's theory has been criticized for relying exclusively on broad, fixed, sequential stages through which all children progresses, and for underestimating children's abilities. However, we can't deny that Piaget's theory has important implications for education. Piagetian principles are embedded in the co-curriculum and in effective teaching practices. Now, let's take a look on how we can implement this theory into practices. Teachers must encourage their students to discuss, reflect, and create things. Teachers also need to observe and explore students' interests by using different types of games to stimulate students' cognitive development. And lastly, teachers can promote peer interaction to help students learn actively. Now, let us take a look on how did Vygotsky view on cognitive development. Russian psychologist named Lev Vygotsky proposed theory of cognitive development that is very popular among educationists. In contrast to Piaget, Vygotsky's theory suggests that learning precedes development. Vygotsky viewed that cognitive development as an outgrowth of social development through the interaction with others and the environment. Assisted learning takes place in children's zone of proximal development or ZPD, where they can perform a new task that are within their capabilities with teachers or peers assistant. This type of assistance considered to be providing scaffolding. Vygotsky argues that children internalize learning, develop self-regulation, and solve problems through language or silent private speech. Since this type of learning is beyond children's developmental level, it will expand their level of learning. Therefore, Vygotsky theories improve students' developmental level instead of just following it. Now, let us take a look on how we can implement this theory into practices. By analyzing Vygotsky's theory, we can see that it is very important for teachers to encourage private speech among children as it helps them to learn and become more sociable. Next, teachers should make use of ZPD to assess students' learning in advance and during classroom, as Vygotsky argues that only with the proper use of ZPD can improve students' performance. And lastly, teachers can implement scaffolding and cooperative learning in the classroom as it will help students to learn more effectively. How do language and literacy During develop? The preschool years, young children's language develop in predictable patterns as children use and play with language, while during the elementary and secondary years, students make a rapid progress in vocabulary and reading comprehension. That's all from me. Thank you.